Have you ever felt trapped in your own mind? An endless loop of what-ifs, doubts, and overanalyzing every decision? Overthinking. It's a silent battle many of us fight daily. But what if I told you that the answer to this mental chaos lies in wisdom from over 2,000 years ago? The Stoics, masters of clarity and emotional resilience, offer us profound tools to break free from this prison of overthinking. In this video, we'll explore how Stoicism can teach us to declutter our minds, embrace calm, and focus on what truly matters. 1. The problem with overthinking. Overthinking feels productive, doesn't it? We convince ourselves that the more we analyze, the closer we get to a solution. But here's the truth. Overthinking doesn't solve problems. It creates them. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Overthinking often stems from focusing on things we cannot control. Think of a time you replayed an awkward conversation in your head. Did it change what happened? Likely not. But it drained your energy and kept you stuck in the past. 2. Separate what you can and cannot control. The cornerstone of Stoic philosophy is this: focus only on what you can control. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, taught that we should distinguish between what's within our power, our thoughts, actions, and choices, and what's outside our control, other people's opinions, the past, or even the weather. When you're overthinking, ask yourself, is this something I can change? If not, why am I giving it so much of my energy? Create 2 columns on a piece of paper. Label one, within my control, and the other, outside my control. Write down your concerns and categorize them. You'll often find that most of your worries belong in the second column. Let them go. 3. Embrace action. Over perfection, overthinking thrives on perfectionism, the fear of making mistakes. But the Stoics remind us that action is better than endless planning. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most of the fears that fuel overthinking are exaggerated stories we tell ourselves. The solution? Take imperfect action. Imagine you're stuck overthinking whether to start a new project. Instead of debating every small detail, just start. Write the first line, make the first call, take the first step. The act of doing clears mental clutter. 4. Practice mindfulness. Through presence. Overthinking pulls us out of the present and into the realm of what could be. The Stoics teach us to ground ourselves in the moment. Marcus Aurelius advised, confine yourself to the present. One way to practice this is through mindfulness. Take deep breaths and notice your surroundings. Pay attention to the sensations of your body, the sounds you hear, or the feeling of your feet on the ground. By anchoring yourself in the present, you quiet the noise of your thoughts. 5. Use journaling to clear your mind. The Stoics were avid writers. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is essentially his personal journal, where he organized his thoughts and reflected on his emotions. Journaling is a powerful tool to stop overthinking. At the end of each day, write down what's troubling you, what you're grateful for, one thing you can improve tomorrow. This practice helps you externalize your thoughts, giving them less power over you. 6. Accept the worst-case scenario. Often, overthinking comes from fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. The Stoics used a mental exercise called premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. How it works: visualize the worst-case scenario. Imagine it in detail. Then ask yourself, if this happened, could I survive it? Could I adapt? Most of the time, the answer is yes. By facing your fears head-on, you rob them of their power. 7. Simplify your life. Overthinking often arises from complexity. Too many choices, too much information. The Stoics valued simplicity. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Simplify your physical and mental space. Declutter your environment. Limit distractions like excessive social media. Focus on a few meaningful goals instead of spreading yourself thin. Simplicity leads to clarity, and clarity silences overthinking. 8. Trust the process and let go. Finally, the Stoics remind us to trust the process of life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything that happens is as it should be." Sometimes overthinking comes from a need to control outcomes. But the truth is, you can only control your efforts, not the results. Let go of what you can't change and trust that life will unfold as it should. Overthinking is not a habit you're doomed to live with. With the guidance of Stoicism, you can reclaim your peace, focus on what matters, and move forward with clarity and purpose. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. Don't let it become your greatest obstacle. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom.